Hey, welcome back, and welcome if you're new to my channel. Today I'll be going over an eyeshadow look that focuses on techniques for hooded eyes. I personally do not have hooded eyes. However, some of you may know I am a makeup artist. I do it for a living, so I have done makeup on several eye shapes, including hooded eyes from young to old and really anywhere in between. So this is a technique that I use on my clients, and I also really enjoy this look on myself. Even though I don't have hooded eyes, I do like the lighter on the inner corner of my eyes and then the darker on the outer corner. It really just elongates the eyes, makes them appear larger and brighter, and just opens them up. So without further ado, let's get started on this eyeshadow tutorial. I've already primed my eyes today with some concealer and set it with a translucent powder. That's how I prime my eyes and clients' eyes when I do eyeshadow looks. And I will be using the Honest Beauty palette today for this eyeshadow look. It's just got some really pretty neutral colors, and I like that it has a really nice matte black here to go over the eyeliner I'm going to be using today. I'll be starting off today with this color here. It's a really nice matte kind of mauve color. And I'll be using a fluffy crease brush to apply this. Now when applying your crease shade, when you have hooded eyes, you're going to want to go a little bit higher than your natural crease. So as I look ahead, you can still see my lid space, but for those with hooded eyes, like that part of your crease disappears. So you want to go up a little bit higher with your shade so that when you open your eyes, you can see the shade above the crease here. And that will still allow for you to see the eyeshadow. So when you're focusing on that, make sure that you go a little bit higher than your natural crease. And even though I don't have hooded eyes, I actually go up a little bit higher as well. This just has a nice, so I have a nice cohesive line when I add my highlight, that it's not leaving a space between my natural crease and where my brow bone is. And whenever applying eyeshadow, try not to go too far in. So when I go in with my brush here, I only go this far. So you don't want to go into this part right here, because that's really going to darken up that inner part of your eye, and that's what we want to avoid, especially with hooded eyes. You want to keep the dark eyeshadow to the outer corners of your eyes. And again, that is to elongate the eye and make them appear larger and wider. And I'm just repeating the steps on this side. And then with this shade, you can always, if it's a little too dark, you can take like a lighter shade. So this one, for instance, in my palette, and on a deluxe crease brush, tap into that and then go above here, and this will just soften that line, because whenever we're applying makeup, we want to always blend and make sure that there are no harsh lines. And then with that same shade on a shading brush, I'm going to run that a little bit underneath my lower lash line. And again, I'm making sure to not go all the way in. I go about right where my eye, like the pigment in my eye is, I go about right there. And again, this ensures to keep those eyes nice and open and bright, keeping all the darker colors to the outer corners of the eyes. I'm now going to take a little more densely packed brush and pack a little bit of that same color on the outer portion of my lid. So these outer corner, just deepening that up just a little bit Doing it on the other side as well. And then next I'm going to go in with this shade here in my palette. Same brush. Take a little bit of that. Tap off any excess. And again, apply this to the outer corner of my lid. And these eyeshadows are very pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way. Back in with my fluffy brush, and I'm just going to blend over that shade so that it just goes nicely with the other. And always blend, blend. Again, with my fluffy brush, I'm not adding any more product, but I am just blending out in this outer corner. And I think it's always a flattering look to just wing it slightly with your product out. And that way you can see your eyeshadow when you're looking straight ahead, especially with hooded eyes. So as you can see, it's here, and then as I get further along, I'll clean up those edges, but I just kind of like a nice kind of winged smoky look. It's very flattering on just about every eye shape, especially, again, hooded eyes. And next, I'm going to go in with this shade here in my palette and just on my finger. I'm going to take that there and then put that on the inner part of my lid here. Take the inner third. And you can see how much brighter it is on this eye versus this eye. And then going in again with my fluffy brush, I'm just going to blend a little bit right here. And next I'm going to take my Rejuva Minerals eye and brow pencil, and it is in the shade Black. And I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of this to my outer corners on the top and lower lash line. And again, being sure not to take it all the way under the eye, I'm keeping it on the outer third of my lid, both on the top and bottom lash line. Okay, now that I got my eyeliner applied, I was going to do black today, but I think I'm going to actually use this nice matte brown in my palette and take that on a smudge brush and go ahead and go over this eyeliner that I just applied, and that is going to set it, and then just kind of smoke it out a little bit so nothing's like super precise, just kind of gives it a nice little smoky texture to it, and also on the lower lash line as well. And then to soften up this lower lash line a little bit, I'm going to take a little bit of the cream color in my eyeshadow palette, and on a fluffy brush, I'm just going to go ahead and run that a little bit under here. Soften that up a little bit. And then with a pencil brush, I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of this lighter shade that I put on the inner third of my lid here, and just run that underneath my lower lash line. I'm going to add a little bit of inner corner highlight and to my brow bone, and this is my favorite one. It's a BareMinerals eyeshadow in the shade Star Luster. I use it all the time. They unfortunately have kind of suspended selling products, as far as I know, which makes me really sad. And another tip for hooded eyes, when you're highlighting your brow bone, be sure to highlight it right next to the brow, so don't go too far down. So you don't want to go like down into here, because that will put emphasis on the part of your lid that is hooded. So you want to keep that higher right next to the brow bone. I'm now going to take a cotton bud and go ahead and clean up my outer corner here. And then with my well-loved bareMinerals BarePro concealer here, I'm going to put a little bit on my finger and just run that alongside. And then with the setting brush, I am going to set that concealer down that I placed on the outer corner of my eye here with some Rejuva Minerals Multitask Setting Powder. Now I'm going to apply some Pacifica Vegan Collagen Fluffy Lash Mascara. Now I've got my mascara applied. I'm done with the eyes. I'm going to add a little bit of lip products. Today I'll be using the Honeybee Gardens lip liner in Zen. So I'm going to apply this. And then over the top of my lip liner, I'm going to use some Rejuva Minerals Pure Lips in the shade Wild Berry. Love this stuff. It is so creamy. And then over the top of my lipstick, I'm going to use a gloss. This one is a Cherry Lips Cherry Picks Makeup lip gloss. It's actually a good friend of mine's makeup line. Her name is Joni, and she does a fantastic job curating makeup products for her line. And this one is a beautiful color in the shade Ballerina, and it's a vanilla bean mineral gloss, so it tastes yummy. I'm going to add this to the center of my lips. Okay, here it is, the finished look. I'm going to put my hair down. It's probably going to be a mess, but I want to see what this eyeshadow looks like with my hair down. But so far, this is what I came up with. I think that it's just a really pretty, flattering look, really for any eye shape. However, like for hooded eyes, this just will really accentuate the eyes, elongate them, give you that desired effect where you can really make the best of your eyeshadow with these techniques and tips. So I hope that you can create this look on your own and feel confident knowing that you have a good application for your hooded eye shape. So here's the finished look with my hair down and my attempt to tame it. But I hope you all enjoyed following along as I created this look. I really enjoyed it, and it was a request from my cousin Lisa, so I really hope that she can follow along, and as well as anyone else with this tutorial. I was really excited to get this request. I'm kind of small time over here, so anytime I get a request for application or tips. Like, it just makes my day. So thank you so much, Lisa, for requesting this. So if anyone else has requests for tips or makeup looks you'd like me to create, please leave me a comment, message me, let me know what you'd like to see, and I will do my best to get in the studio and do a video for you all. As always, I'll have all the products that I used today listed in the description box below. Please give this video a thumbs up, give it a like for me, and don't forget to subscribe. I really need those numbers to come up, so please subscribe, and until next time, take care. Bye.